I'll be honest and say that when I first got to Puerto Princesa, I was not a fan. Primarily because I had next to no cell service or Wi-Fi for basically 3 days. And I don't know how that's possible in the largest city on Palawan Island. The hotel I stayed at, a very well-rated hotel in the center of town, didn't have working Wi-Fi for about 5 days. This last day that I'm leaving, it finally works. And strangely, with my cell phone, I have a Globe SIM card, which has been working great everywhere else, gets like 1 bar of service in most places that are downtown Puerto Princesa. I don't understand it. I don't see how in the largest city on this island they have such poor connections. But in the last few days of being here, I have enjoyed myself so much more. I found some really great spots in the city that I think are really nice, that are really beautiful, some great restaurants. And of course, the biggest attraction of this area is the underground river, which was my prior vlog, and it was amazing. So 100% I am happy I came here, and I would recommend you guys checking it out, but just expect that maybe you won't have access to the outside world depending on the Wi-Fi situation. And also, sad but true, today is my last day in the Philippines, guys. It has come up so quickly. It's been only 3 weeks being here in the Philippines, and usually I spend 2 or 3 months in a country, so in a way I feel like I just got here and now I'm leaving. 100% I will be coming back, like 100%. I want to come back to the Philippines. It has been such an amazing time, and there are so many places that I want to discover. But yeah, in today's video, I guess I just wanted to show you a little bit of Puerto Princesa. We are on the bay walk right now, and I have about an hour and a half until I need to be back at my hotel to take my stuff to the airport. So this is more or less going to be a very casual sort of chatty vlog, because I don't think I've really talked to you guys about what's been going on in my life outside of travel, and you know, obviously some things I'm going to keep personal, but just kind of tell you on a more human side what's all been going on. I feel like it's only appropriate that my last meal in the Philippines is at Jollibee. Don't you guys agree?
Customer number 2019, please proceed to the counter area. Thank you.
Every time I come here, I swear it's so busy. Like every single Jollibee I see, it's always packed. Which makes sense because it is delicious. But I actually don't know what I should get today. For sure I want the fried chicken because that is delicious. But in a way I feel like I should try the burgers. So I don't know. I decided to try the best of both worlds, where I got chicken, but it's almost like a burger. It's a chicken sandwich, and apparently this is one of their new menu items, so I think it's gonna be delicious. And then I'm also trying their fries, because the last time I was here I got the spaghetti, so we'll see how their fries are. And last but not least, I also wanted to try their peach mango pie.
Customer number 2034, please proceed to the counter area. Thank you.
So while this is super good, personally, I preferred, I don't know, the original chicken, so to say, just like the drumstick of the chicken that I had last time. And then the pie is also good, but I preferred the coconut one that I got last time. Fries, they're okay. Wouldn't say they're my favorite. All in all, Jollibee, it's a hit. So initially I was going to get a tricycle back to my hotel, but I actually have a bit of time before I have to be there, so why don't we go on a little walk and I'll kind of touch on what's been going on. So I don't think I have to go into detail when talking about the atrocities that have been happening in Ukraine for almost a year now. For those of you who are new to my channel and maybe don't know, I'm originally from Ukraine. I was born in Kiev and moved to Canada when I was 5. And while my mom and dad live in Canada, I do have some relatives that are, you know, very close to me that are still currently there in Kiev, and half of them being men, they're not allowed to leave the country because of the mobilization. In the last couple of months, Russia has basically gone back to bombing all parts of Ukraine, and especially with winter coming up and them bombing energy infrastructure, it's basically knocked out the heat and electricity in most parts of the country. It's absolutely sick what they're doing, and obviously every single day I worry about my family and everything that's going on there. So that has obviously been weighing quite heavily on me. And you know, just in the past month, there was actually a day where there were missile strikes right in downtown Kiev where my family lives. So like literally a kilometer from our family apartment, you know, people died. There's huge holes in the ground, and a children's playground got bombed, because that's, you know, military infrastructure. And then outside of everything that's been happening with Ukraine, it's also been scary because some of my family and then very close family friends have been having some pretty serious health scares. Thankfully, in this last week, we got some, you know, semi good news that people are, you know, on the right track towards a full recovery, but you know, things are still up in the air, and it's just been a really intense time thinking about how, you know, we never really know what's going to happen, and that at the end of the day, health really is the greatest wealth that a person has. On a personal level, like a just me, not concerning other people level, technically everything has been great. Like, obviously can't complain with working my dream job, seeing all these amazing places, being in plus 30 instead of minus 30. When I see all the serious problems that people all over the world are facing, it's obviously playing the smallest violin to complain about, you know, the little problems that I have myself. But at the same time, you know, you never want to invalidate yourself, because we all go through very severe, difficult times, and then we have our regular day-to-day kind of stuff. So it really has been a mix. At the end of the day, like I said, I feel so grateful that I get to do this job, and I realize just how important it is to me, especially in these difficult times with war going on, because this literally is my outlet to just pretend like that stuff doesn't exist, you know, at least for a day or two, and just focus on showing people amazing places, and it is a sort of escape. That's why I basically decided to not really do a lot of political videos on my channel, because I think if I did do that kind of stuff all the time, I just know I would be a shell of a person. Like, I already, you know, sit in that kind of stuff enough as it is in my personal life. I don't really want to be doing it in my work life as well, and just never have any joy. So maybe some people will call that selfish. That's, you know, up to them to form their own opinions. But for me personally, it's been really important to have an outlet on these times when I don't think about all the terrible things happening in the world, because there's more than enough of that out there. Alright guys, I am in Puerto Princesa Airport. Not a super big place, but I am flying with Cebu Pacific just in front of me to Manila, and then from Manila I'm going straight to Ho Chi Minh. Alright, well, I got here way too early. You just never know, right? Like, these days they say you should get to the airports early because a lot are having delays post-COVID. And since I am on an international flight, they say it should be at least 2.5 hours, 3 hours beforehand. So that's what I did, but now I basically have 2.5 hours to chill here at this very little terminal until I get to Manila. And then in Manila, I will actually have a 4-hour wait. But Manila is a very big airport, and I think my credit card lets me get into the lounge there, so I might go chill out there for a while. And then my flight from Manila leaves at like 11 p.m. So that means I'm gonna get into Ho Chi Minh at like 1 a.m. Alright guys, we made it through immigration, officially leaving the Philippines. But we did get in about an hour late, meaning now I only have about 2 hours until my flight starts boarding. So I actually don't know if I want to go to a lounge. I also have like 2,000 Filipino pesos left, so instead of exchanging it, maybe I'll just buy food at the airport here and then save the lounge passes for another place. I feel like I'm in the US of A with these portions. At first, I was just going to get this, which is already enough for like $12, I guess. But then the fresh salad, which I wanted, you couldn't get with this. So I got it on the side, and it has to come with a soup, and it was only $3. So with a beer, water, and everything, this was actually only about $16 US, which sure, for the Philippines is a lot of money, but considering how much food there is, that's not bad. fading fast, guys. It's almost 11 p.m. and my flight should be boarding real soon here, and I wish I could be crawling into a nice warm bed right now. I always try and avoid, flights where I'm getting into a new country, especially really late at night, but sometimes it just can't be helped where there were no other flights to Ho Chi Minh available. I was about to go grab a coffee, but I thought, no, maybe I can actually sleep even 2 hours on the plane, and then by the time I get to Ho Chi Minh, I just need to get to immigration. I need to get a SIM card. Apparently you can get one at the airport, get some cash, and then get a grab to my hotel. Alright friends, we made it to Ho Chi Minh. I'm so excited to be here, but I forgot that there's a time difference with the Philippines where we're an hour behind here, meaning it's like almost 2 a.m. in Manila. So yeah, by the time I get to my hotel, it's probably going to be like 4 a.m. So definitely a long day of travel, but hopefully everything goes well. I'm just gonna wait on my bag, and then I'm really hoping that the SIM card kiosks that I read they have here in the airport are going to be open. I think it's Viatel that I wrote down was like the best one to get, and then if I have a SIM card, I'm just gonna order a Grab to take me to my hotel. I'm so happy, guys. Everything went so well. Everybody here, super nice. Though the immigration officer was very stern. Not as fun as my Filipino experience, but they let me through, and that's what counts. So I'm already in my hotel, and I'm like in a triple room, because I guess that's all they had available. I had booked a room with 2 double beds because my special guest will be here in 4 days, so we needed a room with 2 beds, but this'll do. But yeah, guys, I am in Vietnam, and good morning Vietnam, because it is 2 in the morning right now, or even 3 in the morning, I don't know. I actually have a wind of energy because I'm just so excited to be here. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Have you been to Vietnam? What was your experience? And as always, I'm sending you so much love. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and keep being your own kind of beautiful. Bye, guys.